I listened. People told me that there were two models in my 00 gauge shunting is counterproductive video that I should have a look at if I wanted to try 00 gauge shunting again. They were the Bachmann 08 due to the massive flywheel that's inside one of these, and the larger B2 Hornby Peckett. And I listened, and I bought one of them, one of each. I bought them from England in a shop in Morpeth. I believe it's called JJ Models. And here they are. Now, I'm not going to remake the entire 00 gauge modeling is counterproductive video. Instead, I put together a test. I was going to see if these two can actually do what I want them to do. And, of course, to see if they are as great as people say. The test was as follows. Both locos will have to take the two NE vans at the back of this train and move them into the goods shed lane. Then they'll have to take this lunt wagon out again and have to put it at the end of the train they took the NE wagons from. And then to finish off, they'll have to run into the shed lane. Sounds easy enough, doesn't it? But there's an obvious winner here. And the results might surprise you. Before the contest even properly began, I let both the B2 and the 08 run in with the train that was both very heavy and easy to derail. Before I even started recording, the Peckett was playing up a bit, but after just 1 or 2 laps it was fine. It was also fine going backwards. The 08 initially stopped on dead zones, but this was solved by turning up the speed, although ideally an 08 should go as slow as possible. And other than just needing a push once, it performed fine with the same train. Respecting our elder seems only polite, so the Peckett will go first. From now on, the shots will be long, uninterrupted ones, partly to show I am not cheating, but mainly to lay out the actual test that the diesel will have to repeat when its turn is up. The Peckett almost gets caught on the point dead zones, but even without a flywheel it restarts itself and keeps going. Again, without me touching the thing, the Peckett almost stalls on a perfectly normal piece of track. But, a credit to its pickups, it does not lose complete contact. Just to give it and the diesel the fairest of shots, I cleaned the track again just to be safe. The Lunt wagon has derailed. Alright, full disclosure, I'm going to re-rail the Landwagen, so that's not on the Peckett, that's on the track. The Peckett's not responding. There, I'm gonna push it once. Ah, this is cruel, I'm making it go slow. But despite going just a bit slower, the Peckett has completed the trial needing only one push. That means that I will also allow the 08 a single push before it would be disqualified. Like the Peckett, the diesel is almost caught on the dead zone of the water killer, but its flywheel seems to save it. Strangely, the coal killer seems to have no effect on either of the shunters. Oh, the 08 has stopped in Warm Light Bend, so I'm going to give it one permitted shove, because that's all the Peckett needed to get going again. So it seems fair that I give the same allowance to the 08. I think that's game, set, match. That's not good. That's not good at all. And it didn't save itself on the point. Meanwhile, just by looking at the thing, it is definitely not on the dead zone anymore. I think we have a winner. Why is it not going? No, I think it's quite clear that this one has been thoroughly disqualified. But I'm so curious, why does it stop at the places it does stop? And, okay, just out of shot. Okay, sure, fine, thank you. Yeah, there's an obvious winner here. Not the winner I expected, to be fair. What a poor show. Honestly, I was actually expecting this one to blow the Peckett out of the water. But here we are. The obvious winner is the Hornby Peckett. Now, honestly... This step's loose. Honestly, I was not expecting that. I genuinely thought that this one was not going to do as well because, you know, my experience with the other Peckett. But this one did it so well. I'm honestly surprised. Now, does that mean that I'm now going to buy more 00 gauge shunters? No. Does it mean it has slightly restored my faith in 060s? Yes. For instance, the Accurascale buck jumper, I am suddenly a bit more interested in those. Now, of course, both of these models have a DCC fitting experience, and with both of these, it's absolutely horrible. This one, because there's just no space for the actual decoder to sit when you're placing the body back on, so it's a lot of fiddling, but once the body's on, it's on. But this one is an ancient tooling, and there is genuinely no space for the body to fit back on the chassis once you've taken it off, because there is such a tight clearance at the back. I genuinely don't get why Bachmann isn't retooling this one to make it slightly easier to fit. Also, there is still an 8-pin decoder in this thing, even though it could easily fit an 18-pin decoder. But the 00 gauge shunting curse has, I believe, dare I say it, been lifted? And yeah, I'm just over the moon that this one managed to do it, the Hornby Peckett. So, thank you for suggesting it to me. Thank you for watching, and please prove me wrong once more. I'd love to be proven wrong more.